I'd like to speak to Greta Weiss. No, this is not a social call. I must speak to her.
Hello, Greta Weiss here.
Who is that?
Hoffmann. Josef Hoffmann. You heard of me, maybe, through Alan Keeble.
Alan? Were you a friend of his?
Yes. I have news of him.
News? But Alan is dead.
I must see you. I can't go on talking here. Will you be free tonight at 7?
But I don't know you.
Meet me at the corner of Kärntner and Singerstraße at 7. 7 o'clock.
How will I recognize you?
Carry a small parcel with a red wrapper.
Who are you? And what is it about Alan?
I'm sorry for my abruptness, but I'm very nervous. The first part of your question doesn't matter. Let me say I'm just a friend. Alan Keeble needs your help.
How can I help the dead?
No, he's alive. A couple of days ago, I saw him in Bratislava. He expects to be across the border within this week. He's coming here.
No.
Please, he has got a job for you.
Please, you're hurting me.
Will you help him? Can he depend on it? Can he rely on you? Yes or no?
I don't know. I'm confused. Yes, I suppose. If I can, I will.
Right. You'll get in touch with Jason King. You tell him to come to Vienna.
Jason King, the writer?
Yes. Tell him Alan Keeble wants to see him.
But how can I promise to get Jason King
He'll
here?
come. We were close friends as youngsters in Hong Kong. And besides, King is notoriously susceptible to...
Build. Vienna personal.
Dear Mr. King, this is very urgent. It concerns your friend Alan Keeble. Come at once to Vienna. Stay at the Sacher Hotel. Please do not fail me. Greta.
Alan Keeble. But he's dead.
Alexandra, come in. Oh, it's good to see you again.
And you, Colonel.
Help yourself to a drink. No, that's mine. Let me give you a clean one.
It won't poison me, Colonel?
No, but you don't think I'll let you drink alone, huh? Put no calls through for the next 30 minutes. Alexandra?
Rare.
Rare?
Your cactus in flower.
Let us hope it is a good omen.
Keeble?
Yes, Keeble. The evidence is building up. It all points to Vienna. Hoffman has made contact with Keeble's ex-girlfriend, Grete Weiss. And 1 hour ago, I had a code from Q. It appears that Jason King has arrived in the city.
Jason King?
He was a close friend of Keeble's. It's all in the file.
Coincidence?
King's visit? Possibly. Let us say I think it is time for you to take over in Vienna. You travel with a Swedish passport. Keeble must not make contact with the British, and that includes King.
Understood.
Well, John, what do you think?
Well, Keeble's been reported alive before, sir.
True. But Double Three's evidence seems pretty strong, don't you think?
When did Jason King arrive in Vienna?
2 days ago.
Hardly clinches it, does it?
No, it doesn't. But he was a chum of Keeble's. And according to Fry, he put off a lecture tour of girls' colleges in the States to go to Vienna.
Sounds reasonable.
John, be serious.
When Keeble's name comes up, I'm deadly serious.
Then I think you better get out there. Take the true temperature.
This is ridiculous. Come in.
A cable for you, sir.
Oh, thank you. Hold on a minute. Over here. There you are.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Meet me information poster Johannes Concourse, 3 p.m. today. I will carry a red package. Greta.
3.
Das wird unsere erste Reaktion sein. Aber so braucht es nicht zu sein. Und das sage ich nicht so dahin. Sie wissen. Ich bin ein Realist. Ich bin überzeugt, dass wir nach den Wahlen nicht, ich sagte nach den Wahlen und nicht, wenn wir siegen, dass wir unsere Rechte halten werden und unser Programm durchsetzen. Es hat gar keinen Sinn, dass ich Ihnen Versprechen mache, die ich nicht halten kann. Denn bei den nächsten...
Oh, hello. This is 302. Now, are you sure there haven't been any messages for me? Thank you. Yes? No, I've had that cable. Nothing else. No, all right, thank you. Well, what happened to you? Or why didn't we arrange to meet here in the first place? Come in. Did you have to be quite so Mark Kane? Now, you do speak, do you? Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
Oh, yes, I do.
And very nicely, too. Oh, where were you? I waited a whole hour.
I asked at the desk, you were out, so I waited downstairs.
You waited down... You are Greta.
Ulrika Nielsen.
How dare you be?
I'm a journalist for Upscaled covering the trade fair.
Well, do I look like even part of a trade fair?
Not at all. But when I heard that we were both staying in the same hotel, I hoped that perhaps you might give me an interview. You have a very large following in Sweden, Mr. King.
Well, I hope not only in Sweden. Well, what did you say your name was?
Nielsen. I can see you resent my intrusion. I apologize.
Oh, no, not at all. It's me. I should apologize. Just that I've had a very peculiar day.
It would be quite a boost for me, Mr. King, if you would grant me an interview. Perhaps later.
But when I'm less aggressive.
I wasn't going to say that.
What did you say your extraordinary name was? The first one.
Ulrika. Is it so extraordinary? 2 queens of Sweden were called Ulrika.
Only 2? Ulrika. Yes, I quite like it. Of course you can have an interview. In fact, I'll order you some Krug.
You know, what they say about you, Mr. King, is very true.
What's that?
That you're really very good-natured.
Only to the beautiful and very ugly.
In which category am I?
Excuse me. Hello, Jason King speaking.
Hello. I'm sorry I didn't keep our rendezvous, but 2 men were... I'm certain they were watching you.
Just a minute. It's rather an important business call. Would you mind if we made our interview a little later?
Of course not. Thank you.
Tack. Yes, I'm with you. That is Greta.
Yes. Could we meet?
Where this time?
I'd like a word with you, Mr. King.
What are you and who do you represent?
Never mind about that. I have a word of advice for you.
Fancy. Well, come to the point.
The point is, you leave Vienna tomorrow.
Or?
Just leave, Mr. King.
Would you mind taking your hands off my lapels? It's very bad for the...
was Mr. King?
Frisky.
You made your point?
Yes, and King made his point too.
Hit you?
Classical right to the jaw.
Mark Cain stuff.
Didn't make it with Martin, though.
Chopped him.
Cold.
Good. Stubborn fellow, King. We've made sure he'll stay around now.
Point is, where is Keeble?
Just stick with King. We'll get him.
Unless the traveling executioners get Keeble first.
Or get King.
Yes. Never thought of that.
Oh. Come in.
Your champagne, sir.
Ah, thank you.
Would you like me to serve it for you?
No, I think I can just about manage.
You see, Mr. King, I'm persistent.
And I'm clairvoyant. 2 glasses. Would you mind taking that jacket down and having it sponged and pressed for me?
Certainly, sir.
Thank you. I see you're getting down to it.
What else?
Country matters.
Country matters.
Hamlet.
Oh, yes. To be or not to be.
Do sit down.
Now, Mr. King.
Try Jason.
As you like it.
Oh, intellectual women.
So?
Never trust them.
You believe that? No, thank you.
Hmm.
Someone's advice?
Possibly.
Pity.
I always ignore advice.
Dangerous.
Exactly.
You sound like your hero, Mark Cain.
Oh. Oh.
What is it?
I think I've ripped my neck. Must have been lying in the draft.
Sit down. Relax.
I'll try. Oh, yes. Oh.
I can feel the tension. You must have anxieties.
Is that what it is?
I think so.
Perhaps you're right. Certainly dispersing something. Did you know that you had very therapeutic hands?
Thank you. Why did you come to Vienna, Jason?
Just a little higher. I don't know. I'm beginning to wonder. Oh, yes.
Background for a new novel, perhaps?
Perhaps.
Surely you must know.
At the moment, I'm not sure that I know anything.
Vienna is the perfect place for a thriller.
Yes, they made the best one here.
The Third Man?
Yes, did you see it?
Shall I answer that?
No, I will.
Another important call, perhaps?
Perhaps. It's my publisher. She never stops yakketing, so you'll have to give me at least 10 minutes. All right?
Yes, all right. But on the evidence, you mustn't be surprised if I don't entirely trust you, Greta.
But you can, I promise you.
And I promise you I'm not going to another rendezvous of your choosing.
Tonight, after 10, you'll find me at the Circle of Inn.
I shall be playing roulette. Well, at least that's a relatively safe way of gambling. Will you be able to recognize me?
Oh, yes, I have one of your books. There's a picture of you on the jacket.
It doesn't flatter me.
I was only joking.
noir, père, mon. Êtes-vous jeu, mesdames, messieurs? Rien ne va plus. Rien ne va plus. 29, noir, impair. Êtes-vous jeu, mesdames, messieurs? Êtes-vous jeu?
I'm an optimist.
Rien ne va plus. Rien ne va plus, monsieur. 13, noir, impair, monte.
Obviously paid.
Êtes-vous jeu, mesdames, messieurs? Êtes-vous jeu?
Mr. King?
At last. Greta? Of course. Alan's type. Sit down.
You brought me luck.
Look, I'm scared, Mr. King.
Greta what?
Greta Weiss.
Well, don't be. Look around, see if you can recognize anyone.
Monsieur?
No, no one.
Why didn't you call me?
I told you I was afraid.
You in the book?
Yes, I am, but don't call me, please. It's too
Now
dangerous.
relax. Relax. Tell me all about Alan.
There was this
From the beginning.
message. Well, I haven't heard from him. I don't know.
The beginning.
The man who told me about Alan. He was killed. Shot. Right in front of me. It was terrible.
Can you read her lips?
Yes.
Rien ne va plus. Rien ne va plus, monsieur. 13, noir, impair.
She told him she hasn't heard from Cable, how she met Joseph Hoffman, how he was killed.
How long for?
We were together for a year. And we had the most wonderful time. Oh, it was fantastic.
Yes, I can imagine. Alan could be very charming when he needed to be. The Russians know about you, they know about Alan. Now they know about me.
I didn't know. I never had a suspicion about his real life.
Double agents confide in no one. They're desperate solitaries.
But what am I going to do, Mr. King?
We do nothing. We wait.
Faites-vous jeu, mesdames, messieurs? Faites-vous jeu?
He just said we do nothing but wait.
In that case, we can get no more. No need for further exposure. We will pick Mr. King up outside.
Is there no way we could warn Alan?
No. If anyone can avoid an appointment in Samara, it's Alan Keeble. Why does he want to see me?
What do I do when I hear from him? Mr. King.
Yes, I'm thinking about that. Play for me, will you? I'm going to replenish my drink. It never fails to stir my imagination. Good. Who's that man there with dark glasses and a red handkerchief?
He's one of our directors, sir.
Oh, thank you. Hello. Win anything? Well, come with me. I've decided. We must think of a code.
A code?
To pass information.
But, Mr. King...
If Alan gets in touch with you, arrange a place where we can meet. And don't trust anyone.
But please...
I'll leave once we've arranged the code. Give me 30 minutes and then you leave.
But please, it's very dangerous.
Trust me.
King now.
Right.
Mr. King.
Yes?
Get in, Mr. King.
Oh, really? How melodramatic. I mean, what would you do if I just walked away?
Shoot you.
Oh.
Get in.
Certainly.
Well, I'm not armed, and I haven't got a loaded corset or whatever the latest lethal gadget is, so would you mind dispensing with that? Where are we going? Well, let me savor expectant pleasures. You don't mind if I smoke? I take that as a negative reply. Click. The suspense is endurable. I hope it'll last. For all of us. Cistercians, in disguise. They have taken the vow of silence. No, perhaps improbable. Oh, you're taking me back to my hotel. How considerate.
Ticket for Paris. Flight leaves at midday tomorrow. Be on it.
Realize how unpopular I was in Vienna.
There'll be no second warning, Mr. King.
I see your point. But thank you, I never travel economy.
Mr. King, I've been waiting quite a while for you.
I don't know who you are, but I warn you, I'm feeling belligerent.
I think you can regard me as a friend.
It makes a pleasant change.
I've been worrying about you, wondering what the opposition might do.
Don't tell me. You're British intelligence.
Well, British anyway. Oh, by the way, your phone's been bugged.
You or the opposition?
Oh, them. But I think we'll leave it for the moment. We don't want them to know that we know, do we?
Don't we?
No, we don't. I've decided finally to confide in you, Mr. King, to ask for your cooperation. After all, you're ideally suited for the job. Will you cooperate?
Depends what you have to tell me and how concise you can make it. I've had a very trying day.
Well, I'm sure you know a great deal already, so it shouldn't take very long. About this girl, Greta Weiss.
Ellen. Ellen.
Hello? Hello?
Good morning, Jason.
Good morning, Ulrika. And this is such a beautiful one, I thought we might conclude the interview.
Oh, yes, fine. But you'll have to give me a few minutes.
I'll order breakfast.
Good idea.
What do you want?
Nothing to eat.
Oh, room service.
I'll only be a couple of minutes.
Take your time. I'm in no desperate hurry. Yes? I'd like some strawberries and champagne. Yes, you have. This is Jason King. Room 303. Thank you.
Now, Jason, I'm ready for you.
Yes, well, I've just ordered breakfast. Hello.
Hello.
Good to hear from you.
I would like to thank you very much for a lovely evening.
I was also wondering, would you be free this afternoon?
Of course I'm free. Where and when?
How about the Prater? 3 o'clock under the big wheel?
3 o'clock, big wheel. All right. Goodbye.
Jason! Jason, over here!
It's been a long time.
Yes, it has.
You look well.
Can't think why.
I read about Marion's death. I would have written to you or got in touch, but... Were you happy?
Yes, you were happy.
You know, I never thought that she would marry you.
Why not? I'm an extremely lucky person.
It's true. You saw Greta?
Yes.
She and Marion are very alike.
I had noticed. Was that her attraction?
Well, they say a man loves the same type of woman all his life.
Didn't realize we'd come here to talk about your love life, Alan. Do I believe everything I've read about you?
No, it's worse than what you've read. Much worse.
I'm sorry.
Sorry. Yes, I believe you are. But then I chose the game, didn't I? What I didn't realize was how deep the game went, just how dirty it really was.
Why did you want to see me, Alan?
I want to get back to England.
After what you did.
I've got a little black book, you see. Names. Lots of names. High-ranking officers, a couple of politicians, all of them in the pay of the opposition. I want you to contact the Prime Minister and get him to guarantee my immunity in exchange for the information. Well, try it, Jason. Just try it. And meet me here tomorrow sometime. I can't hang around here much longer. The place is crawling with executioners.
Where are you staying?
I've got a little airy in the sky. Close by Greta's place.
Alan.
No, I'm sorry. I like to stay, but I can't. You understand, don't you? Just see what you can do.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning, Mr. King. Another coffee, please.
Bit early for coffee. I have a scotch.
Make that a large scotch.
Have you had an answer?
Yes, I have. As we expected. Categorically, no deal. Lovely morning, isn't it?
Is that the end of the affair?
You know, I still can't understand how my shadows lost you yesterday.
I'm afraid they cast too many reflections.
Very amusing. I take it you made an arrangement with Keeble to give him the official verdict.
Isn't that obvious?
Oh, I'm sorry, will you?
You haven't answered my question.
You don't mind if I do. Ice?
Are you being deliberately obtuse?
I want Keeble's little black book.
Are you suggesting that I double-cross Keeble?
Soda? Would you?
No.
Scruples. Won't do in our business.
I'm not in your business, and you do your own dirty work.
It's a fair answer.
I'm glad you think so.
Well, it was worth a try. After all, we're not playing cricket, are we?
I had noticed.
All right. You tell him the answer's no, but that I will do a separate deal with him. For his little black book, any country of his choice in South America.
Do you mean that?
You have my word.
What's that worth?
You can accept my word, Mr. King.
Curious code of ethics.
It's a curious business I'm in. Will you continue to cooperate?
If I'm left alone.
You have my word. Well, what happened?
I waited for over an hour. He didn't turn up.
Oh, good, aren't they? Well, I think we can assume that he's been disposed of.
You mean killed, don't you? Ulrika. Ulrika?
you just page Ulrika Nielsen for me? Sorry, you're a bit Oh, she's checked out. I see. Did she leave a message? No, all right. No, thank you. Is Alan here?
No, I didn't see him since last time.
Has he phoned?
No, but didn't you see him yesterday?
Yes. I'm supposed to see him again today.
You're supposed to.
He hasn't turned up.
Do you think something might have happened to him?
Perhaps he was followed.
Or maybe he was killed.
A few people who aren't mad about him. But then?
But then what?
Well, he has more lives than an alley cat. I'd hate to believe that he'd use them all up.
Is there anything wrong?
No, I don't think so. I just thought I was being followed. Alan mentioned a hideout close by. He didn't tell you about it, did he?
No, he didn't.
A little area in the sky.
An airy?
This is the tallest building here, isn't it? And you're up on the top floor.
Yes.
Is there any way of getting up on your roof?
Yes. There's a trap in the corridor for the elevator. It leads onto the roof. I'll come with you.
No, I'll go alone. If I'm being watched, I'll stand a better chance.
But promise you'll be back.
I promise. As you can see, Vienna is getting impossibly warm. I'm forced to leave the city. What was the answer? Give Greta a simple yes or no. When I get a chance, I'll contact her. Thanks, Alan.
But how did Alan know that you would find his note?
There's a PS.
I'm sure you will be the first one to find this note, Jason. You always were good at putting one and one together. What does he mean by yes or no?
You don't have to worry about that. Just say if you do hear. The answer is no. Pour me out a drink? Make it a large one.